These days, there are so many different distractions when it comes to technology, people in your life telling you what to do, what's kind of expected of you as well. So you go through school and then you obviously go to college and university, then you just get a job after that. And sometimes it can feel a bit like you're not in control of your own life, or at least I felt a bit like this. Like everyone's life has a predetermined path that everyone goes on. And you probably understand what I'm saying. 99% of people will really be quite similar. You know, they'll all go to school, get whatever grades, you know, good, bad grades, go to college, go to university, and then just get a job. And they'll maybe have a small job at the start, working in a little bar or something. And then they'll transition into some corporate job, maybe just working behind a desk, and they'll do that for like 10 years and then maybe do something else and something else. And, you know, this is kind of the American dream. Pay your taxes and, you know, just work your way throughout Monday to Friday, just so you can have a few drinks on the weekend and go out and maybe do something fun on the weekend. It can really seem like your life isn't actually yours. This is what I've been working on personally, like just trying to take back a bit of agency and ownership over my own life, my own decisions and things like that. And I think this is a problem that a lot of young guys have. You might be having this as well, where you're kind of just stuck in the situation and you feel like your life is being controlled by someone else. In this video, I'm going to be talking about some of the things you want to consider, some of the problems you might be facing, some of the problems I faced, and some of the things I started doing that really helped shift my mindset and to start taking back a bit of control over my life. And this is just going to be a general kind of open discussion. You know, I'm not by any means like super in control of my life. Like I'm not like a millionaire. I'm not traveling the world. I've still got a 9-to-5 job. And, you know, I've been trying for a year or 2 years now, being on self-improvement to try and take back more control of my life. And I have made huge progress in this. You know, I've been able to take back a lot of control over my life and do a lot more of the things I want to do, take back a bit of agency. So really in this video, yeah, I'm just going to be telling you my knowledge on sort of the ability to be able to take back a bit of control. And, you know, so you feel like you're not being kind of guided onto this path that everyone else has been guided onto. Some of the things you might want to consider in order to try and branch off and to join that 1% of people that do something different. So what actually is controlling your life right now? I'm willing to bet that one of the biggest problems that you have, and it's one of the biggest problems I had in terms of my life being controlled by other people, someone else, it was all through this thing that I'm recording on right now, right? My phone. So one of the easiest ways, one of the highest ROI ways you can start taking back control of your life today, quickly, is to do a couple things. Okay, this is what I did. I deleted Instagram, I deleted Snapchat, and I deleted TikTok, I deleted Facebook, I deleted all social media. Now, this might sound scary, right? I don't want to delete social media, right? I love social media. I need social media for my business. I need social media for this. I need to know what my friends are doing. How am I going to message my friends? Look, I was in the exact same situation, and it was a huge deal for me to delete social media, especially Instagram. I was fucking obsessed with Instagram. I used to spend hours a day on Instagram just scrolling through. You know, I'm really into cars and fitness and like stuff like that, and like luxury lifestyle stuff. So I had loads of pages like that I was following. And I used to just like love looking at that kind of content, those videos and pictures. But trust me when I say that since I've deleted Instagram, one, I've not even missed it at all. And two, I've just not been distracted nearly as much, because I used to procrastinate so much, especially when I had work to do, like recording videos, editing videos, or when I was doing the agency stuff, I needed to do outreach and things like that. I used to just spend so much time in between little tasks, just casually going on my phone and opening up Instagram. So this was a huge problem for me. So ever since I've deleted it, I've really felt way better. I've not missed it, and it's made me have, well, it's freed up my time a lot. So that's the first thing I did. And, you know, I'd 100% recommend that you do the same. Obviously the caveat to this is, well, you're watching a YouTube video right now, and YouTube is social media. And I can understand how people get tired of YouTubers telling their audience to delete social media when, you know, the YouTuber kind of relies on social media, you know, YouTube to do it. But the difference is I didn't delete YouTube, and I still use YouTube because that is my primary source of upskilling myself. See, there's a difference between just scrolling through Instagram, scrolling through TikTok, watching mindless content, you know, that doesn't provide any value to your life. And then there's actually going on YouTube and watching like these kind of videos, self-improvement stuff, or like, you know, any kind of video that's teaching you something and providing you value. That is a lot different from just scrolling through Instagram. So that's why I'm so passionate about this YouTube channel, is because I'm helping in some small capacity to provide value to some people. That is a more productive use of your time. Not saying you should spend all your time looking at self-improvement videos, watching videos. You definitely need to go implement the stuff that you taught in these self-improvement videos. But what I'm saying is it's a more valuable use of your time than just watching, like, you know, funny videos and memes on Instagram. So that's what I did. I kept YouTube. I still use YouTube now. YouTube is a social media that I use, so I'm still technically using social media. I just deleted the other social medias that weren't providing value to me. So that's one way I started taking back control, because you can be controlled by these social media companies. You're controlled by Facebook and Instagram. You're controlled by TikTok, because this is a company, TikTok for example, is a company that is actively robbing you of your time, robbing you of your focus. So when you spend 3 hours a day scrolling through TikTok, that 3 hours could have been used, and it doesn't even have to be like on business or something. You could have just spent that 3 hours literally having a conversation with someone you're in a relationship with. That sounds kind of silly, but that would have been a more productive use of your 3 hours. You could have spent 3 hours just learning a new skill, right? You could have spent 3 hours going on a hike, right? Getting the cardio in, sunlight, being outside in nature. And literally, you can do pretty much anything that's going to be more productive than spending 3 hours scrolling through TikTok. And it doesn't have to be 3 hours, obviously, it could be 20 minutes. But these companies are actively robbing you of your time. And I just think if you allow these companies like Instagram, TikTok to just rob you of your time, then you don't really value your time very highly, you know? I understand you want to take a quick break and chill and you kind of enjoy doing it. But for me anyway, being on self-improvement for this long now, I have really come to the realization that these apps weren't providing me any value. And if it's not providing me value, but still taking up my time, then that's not really a worthy trade-off for me. So I just deleted them. And that was how I took back control. And yeah, that's the first one. The second thing that I did is I made it a clear goal to actually take back control over my life. So if you aren't in control of your life right now and you're just in a job and you're addicted to social media and you're just going through with the motions, and you're not really getting any improvement, you're not improving yourself by 1% every day, then you're kind of just being controlled by other people, right? Your boss, your parents, people you're in a relationship with. You're being controlled by all these people who are just taking up your time. You're being controlled by Netflix. You're being controlled by TikTok. You're being, controlled by, let me think, like the junk food companies, because you don't have any kind of discipline to not eat like donuts and sweets and stuff. So you're being controlled by these things, right? And if you actively think, right, I want to get in shape, I want to go to the gym, I want to not work this job anymore, I want to have more free time. These are all things that you want, but there's other people, other companies who are actively controlling that decision for you and saying, no, you're not going to do that. So I made it a decision to actively take back control of my life. And the way that you do this is, to put it simply, start on self-improvement and start upskilling yourself. So I wanted to leave my 9 to 5, I still do. So I took control of that decision and I actively decided to go out and upskill myself, right? Learn new skills, learn how to do digital marketing, learn how to run a YouTube channel, learn how to video edit, all these things that take time, that I had to make a decision to trade off, just watching Netflix, for actually going out and learning these new skills and implementing and practicing and getting experience. That's an example of taking back control of your life. So that's the second thing, is upskill yourself. Make sure if you want to do something, right? You want to get in shape, for example, the gym, then go take control of that. Go to the gym, watch YouTube videos on how to get better at the gym, learn new exercises, get a coach, a PT, actively take control and think, I want to make a change, so I'm gonna make that change. And I'm not gonna let anyone else, whether it be my parents, whether it be my boss, whatever it is, control me and say, no, you've got to do this instead. The third thing is I made myself accountable. So accountability is a huge part of taking back control of your life, because you've got to control yourself as well. As much as other people are going to try and control you, and you've got to take back control and say, no, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm not going to meet up with my friends and drink tonight. I've got to go to the gym, stuff like that. You've got to be accountable. So the way I did this is I made a habit tracker, which I'll show you here. So I made a habit tracker, and this has meant that I can stay accountable. So all the things that I'm wanting to do to take back control of myself, like, doing the work and like tracking my calories, going training, going for a walk, getting the morning sunlight, all these like unconventional things that barely anyone does. I needed to control myself and make sure that I stayed accountable and was actually doing the thing. So in order to control yourself, to control your own impulses, to control how disciplined you are, the easiest thing to do, make a habit tracker, tick it off every day. Have you done the thing? If you've not done it, don't tick it off, cross it off, and it just helps keep you on the right track, keeps you in control of yourself. And the last thing I did was I pledged to be a lifelong student. What does this mean? Well, if you decide that you're going to stop learning after, college in the UK, that's like A levels. If you decided to stop learning after that, point in your life, then you're basically just giving up control of your life. Because in order to continuously stay in control of your life, it's of my belief that you need to constantly be upskilling yourself, constantly be learning, constantly learning new things that can help you improve by 1% every day, and to just keep getting better in life, keep taking control, make sure you stay in control. Otherwise, other people are just going to end up controlling you. So you need to be a lifelong student, get on self-improvement, and pledge to yourself, I'm going to constantly learn, I'm going to constantly be disciplined, and every day I'm going to make an effort to just keep learning, keep upskilling, keep getting better. And that is then you taking the decision that I am going to learn, right? I'm not just going to fall into the same category as everyone else and do the same thing everyone else is going to do. I'm going to do what the 1% do. You remember, if you don't want to end up like the 99% of people, then you've got to do what the 1% of people do. You've got to not do what the 99% of people do. And 99% of people just stop learning after college or university. They just stop, deciding to go and upskill themselves. So you need to actively take that decision and continue to upskill yourself. Quick little video for me today, guys. Hope that was valuable in some way, and improve yourself by 1% every day, and you'll get there. See ya.